She told her friends she doesn't like you that way. She said, "We're just friends." And yet, she does these 5 things every single time she's around you. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Attraction is rarely what people say out loud. It's what their body reveals when they're not thinking. I'm Olivia, and today I'm going to walk you through 5 specific behaviors that reveal a woman is genuinely attracted to you, even if she's denying it, playing it cool, or hasn't admitted it to herself yet. And here's my promise to you. By the end of this video, you won't be guessing anymore. You'll know exactly what signals to look for. You'll understand what's actually happening behind the behavior. And you'll have real-life examples you can match against your own situation right now. We're covering the small sign hiding in her memory, the one buried in her jokes, the one in her fingertips, the one written all over her body language, and the one she literally cannot control, even when she's trying her hardest to act like she doesn't care. Let's get into it. Sign number 1. She remembers the small details. Sign number 1. She remembers the little things. Let me paint a picture. You mentioned one time, casually in a group conversation, that you hate cilantro. You didn't make a big deal of it. You forgot you even said it. 3 weeks later, she's picking cilantro off your plate before you even have to ask. Does that sound familiar? Here's the thing. People pay attention to what they care about. That's just how the human brain works. When someone is attracted to you, you become mentally important to them. They file away the details. Your favorite movie, the thing that stressed you out last Tuesday, the fact that you take your coffee black. Psychologists call this selective attention. We unconsciously absorb information about the people we're emotionally invested in. But most people miss this sign completely because it hides behind something that looks like just being nice. Here's how to tell the difference. A polite person will remember things you told them recently in the same conversation. A woman who's attracted to you, she'll remember things you said weeks ago that weren't even that important. And she'll bring them up naturally, almost like she's been holding on to them. Think about the last time someone surprised you by remembering something small you said. How did it make you feel? Now ask yourself, is there someone doing that for you right now? Sign number 2. She teases you and gives you a hard time. Sign number 2. She gives you a hard time. Constantly. She rolls her eyes at your jokes. She calls you out when you say something ridiculous. She lightly insults your fashion choices. She makes fun of you, but it's the kind of fun that always somehow ends with both of you laughing. Sound familiar? Here's what's actually going on. Playful teasing is one of the oldest forms of flirting in the book. And here's why. It creates intimacy without vulnerability. She gets to engage with you, get close to you, hold your attention, without putting herself on the line by saying, "Hey, I like you." Think about how kids on a playground act. The ones who tease each other the most? They're usually the ones who like each other the most. That wiring doesn't disappear when we grow up. But here's the interesting part. There's a very important difference between teasing and meanness. When a woman is attracted to you, her teasing has warmth in it. She's watching your reaction. She wants you to laugh along. She's looking for connection, not distance. If she's cold, dismissive, or genuinely unkind, that's different. But playful jabs, sarcastic jokes, and the constant need to mess with you specifically, that's her saying, "You have my attention, and I enjoy being in your orbit." Pro tip: next time she teases you, don't get defensive. Tease her right back. Watch what happens to her energy. You'll see it shift immediately. Sign number 3. She finds excuses to touch you. Sign number 3, and this one is huge. She finds reasons to touch you. It doesn't have to be dramatic. In fact, it's usually incredibly subtle. A light tap on your arm when she laughs, adjusting your collar for a half second, bumping your shoulder when you're walking side by side, accidentally letting her hand brush yours when she's passing something to you. Now, here's what science says about this. Research consistently shows that light, intentional touch is one of the strongest physical indicators of attraction. It signals comfort, connection, and a desire for closeness, even when the person doing it hasn't consciously acknowledged their own feelings yet. Think about it this way. We don't touch people we're indifferent to. Touch requires crossing a personal boundary. Most people only do that when they feel something. According to clinical psychologist and researcher John Schaefer, a woman who lightly touches the arm of the person she's talking to is signaling that she likes them. Not as an invitation to anything, simply as an honest expression of positive feeling. But most guys completely miss this sign, or they see it and immediately talk themselves out of it. She probably does that with everyone. Here's the test. Does she touch you more than she touches others in the same group? Pay attention next time you're both in a social setting. Is she as physically relaxed with her other friends as she is with you? Or is there something a little different in how she moves around you specifically? That difference? That's your answer. Sign number 4. She mirrors your body language. Sign number 4. She mirrors you. This is the one that blows people's minds when they first hear about it, because it happens below the level of conscious thought. Here's what mirroring is. It's when someone unconsciously copies your body language. You lean back, she leans back. You cross your arms, she crosses hers. You slow your speech down, her pace slows down too. You laugh, she laughs. Not because something was funny, but because her nervous system is syncing with yours. Psychologists call this the chameleon effect. It was first studied in the 1990s, and the research is fascinating. Scientists discovered what are called mirror neurons, brain cells that literally fire as if you're performing an action you're just watching someone else do. These neurons are most active when we're around people we feel connected to. Here's what's incredible. A study on speed dating found that men rated women who mirrored them significantly more favorably. And the women doing the mirroring weren't even aware they were doing it. That's how deeply unconscious this signal is. She can deny she likes you with her words all she wants. But her body cannot lie to you. Here's a simple test you can try. In your next conversation with her, make a small, subtle gesture. Scratch the side of your nose or shift your posture slightly. Wait about 15 to 20 seconds. If she copies it without realizing it, that is not a coincidence. That is her nervous system broadcasting, loud and clear. I am tuned in to you. But wait, most people miss this sign because they're too busy talking to actually observe. Start watching what her body does when you're together. Sign number 5. She gets nervous or acts differently around you. And sign number 5. This one is the one she absolutely cannot fake, no matter how hard she tries. She gets nervous around you. She acts differently. Here's what this looks like in real life. She's loud and totally at ease with everyone else at the party. But the moment you walk in, she pulls her hair aside, laughs a little louder than necessary at something that wasn't even that funny, and suddenly can't seem to decide what to do with her hands. Or maybe it's the opposite. She goes quiet. She becomes more careful with her words. She thinks before she speaks, in a way she doesn't with other people. Both of those reactions, the sudden nervousness and the sudden self-awareness, come from the same place. She cares about what you think of her. Think about that for a second. We don't get nervous around people who don't matter to us. We get nervous around people whose opinion we value. around people we want to impress, around people we feel something for. Psychologists have linked nervousness and attraction for decades. Adrenaline, dopamine, and cortisol all spike when we're around someone we're attracted to. And that biochemical cocktail shows up in behavior. Fidgeting, blushing, losing track of what she was saying, laughing at the wrong moment, playing with her hair without realizing it. None of that is weakness. All of it is her body reacting to something her mind might not have caught up to yet. Here's the important thing, though. Nervousness alone doesn't mean attraction. Some people are just naturally anxious. Look for the pattern. Does she act this way specifically around you, in a way that's different from how she is around everyone else? That specificity is what matters. All right, let's bring it all together. She's attracted to you if 1. She remembers the small things you've said, even weeks later. 2. She teases you with a warmth that's looking for connection, not distance. 3. She finds little excuses to touch you, even when it's subtle. 4. She mirrors your body language without realizing she's doing it. And 5. She gets nervous or acts noticeably different around you specifically. Now, here's something important I want you to take with you. No single sign is a guaranteed confirmation on its own. Psychologists actually recommend looking for clusters, 3 or more of these signals showing up consistently over time. That's when you can be confident what you're seeing is real. And the biggest mistake most people make? They see 1 or 2 of these signs, and they still talk themselves out of it. They overthink it. They convince themselves it doesn't mean anything. Stop doing that. Attraction doesn't always announce itself in a big, dramatic speech. More often, it shows up quietly, in the way someone's eyes linger a little too long, in the way they reach for your arm when they laugh, in the way they suddenly can't remember what they were about to say when you look at them. Learn to see it, because once you do, you'll never be confused about where you stand again. So, which one of these 5 signs have you been overlooking? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want to go deeper, there's a video right here about how to tell if she's genuinely interested or just being friendly. A lot of people get those two mixed up, and the difference matters more than you think. See you there.